Well, it was a beautiful and productive day on the river. We came out and the first order of business was to replace this trim piece that blew off in the wind in Kansas. We got to our harvest toast at Shiloh Winery and the wind just took this piece right off. So we ordered another piece which came in a full strip. So it was this whole piece here, and Ryan had to cut it to fit. And then he put in some extra screws too, because there wasn't very many holding it in there, and then put some bolts on the back as well. So it should be in place. Put a little bit of clear sealant on there, and that should be good to go. He also took care of lubricating the slides, getting those cleaned up. That needed done. Just inside of our camper, we have this closet that we actually took out the center shelf that was here. Actually, there was one here. And we moved it up, and then we took the other one that was about here and moved it down. So I have room for baskets for organization there. We've been doing some projects in here, so stuff's kind of not completely put away yet, but underneath the sink, if you'll recall, we moved the batteries last weekend and we put them in here. We did that for a number of reasons, mostly because they're lithium and they're really expensive. They get stolen a lot. Plus we had an issue with one of the ports here where you can plug in the little monitor. It actually corroded out because of the moisture outside. Plus they don't charge if they get cold. They shut down. So we decided to go ahead and move them in here, and we think they'll work better in here. I'm also going to move my food storage down here. I'll put my heavier items on the bottom. I've got one of these baskets in here, and then a little can holder as well. And then on the top shelf, I have all of these baskets that I can organize other foodstuffs in. This holds little towels. It winds up going next to the sink. And then for the pantry, because everything is so deep, I can't even reach the back of it. I just put my pots and pans and stuff that I don't use very often in here. And then in the bottom one, have my dry goods and paper goods. And then the trash can and stuff goes down there. And then up top, I have my storage for my paper goods and my pitcher and coffee pot. And then miscellaneous baskets for other things. This area up here, I found that basket at Meijer a couple of years ago, and it fits perfectly up there. So usually throw coffee things and other miscellaneous items up there that I use on a regular basis. And my cutting board fits great there too. This is a great little cubby too for remote controls and a little catch-all for just little trinkets and things that I find. And I got my bathroom closet all cleaned out and organized. That's plenty of room there for towels. We use the Norwex towels. They just don't take up very much space. Plus you don't have to wash them as often. And then that's all first aid stuff. And then all my cleaning stuff is at the bottom. And then the medicine chest, I have lots of just my daily use things. We found a stud, so he put some hooks for hats up there for us too. And our pretty little bed. That's the big Insti-Connect antenna. We keep it in here when it's not launched on the back of the camper. So that's it. That's pretty much all of the changes that we've made so far for the year. We're ready to get on the road. Where are we going to go? When are we going to leave? That's my two main questions right now. What kind of projects are you doing this year? We'll see you guys down the road.